So we've got a good crowd coming out. Still plenty of room for more. Please make your way on out here. We've got concessions open tonight. And Northview has a crowd coming in. We appreciate them making the way down 431 and just getting ready for some football here tonight. We see the captains for both teams out in the middle of the field shaking hands, getting ready for the traditional coin toss.
One of the things that's going to be happening this year versus other years is that Mr. Tyler has informed us that they're going to be air conditioning the press box coming up here this summer.
I look forward to that.
But Mark made a comment just as we were getting ready to come up the long walk up the stairs to come up here. He said, I'll buy the air conditioner if they'll put an elevator in.
Yeah, put the elevator in, yeah. You let the board hear that, they may come knocking on your door looking for a check, Mark.
I didn't say how big an air.
And he didn't say for the entire box.
Yeah, just our little room.
Our little area.
Looks like Eufaula is going to kick this to get started. We'll be kicking to the south end zone, and Northview will be receiving going towards the north end zone. Captains are running back to their respective places to run through their tunnel with their teams. So we're about ready to get this thing going tonight. Much anticipated spring game for these young Eufaula Tigers with new head football coach.
And they're excited down there.
They are.
Look at them. This crew is ready to go.
Ready to go. I see quite a few of the Tigers out in front of the banner. I would say we had, I believe Coach said we had like 28 seniors to come out, and that looks about like what's in front. So I think probably all the seniors are right in front of that banner, ready to lead these Tigers out for the first time this year.
It gets really confusing when you have this year, last year in the same school year.
That's right. That's right. And speaking of that, a lot of familiar faces with assistant coaches. They've been sort of shuffled around in different coaching in different positions, but according to head coach Moore, they're doing a great job where they've landed, and they have gelled real well, and all of them are doing good. Here come the Tigers. Most of the crowd standing up to greet them as they come to the sideline. It's a lot of young men coming up out there.
Yes, it is.
For us to be 5A and Northview to be 6A, I believe we've got them outnumbered tonight. Just by looking at the two sidelines, our group looks a lot larger in number.
Yes, it really looks different seeing this number of Tigers down here.
Sure.
Ready for tonight's game. And there's an excitement that they have. They like the changes that are happening. It's just another way of expressing themselves.
They are responding well from what I hear, yes.
And in talking with Coach Moore, he's telling me that the way they're going to use Max Prep and our standard service as well, he's going to promote these players. He's going to let them be seen around the country where the colleges can see them. We're talking about even carrying games possibly on YouTube, which would make a whole difference in who could see these players.
Yes. Looking forward to that. Love that information as it comes across the internet. Gives us a lot more to be able to talk about once we're up here, and gives us filler to fill in with all the information you can get on the internet. And the game has been kicked off.
Yes.
I believe that's going to be Haney. Did the kicking duties. It come down about the 20, about the 10, 15-yard line. They're going to bring it to the 20 to get started.
And that'll be true of every kick tonight for kickoffs.
James Lucas, number 86, looks like that's who did that kickoff.
Oh, it's good to hear Chris down there in the PA system.
Yes. Maybe he'll give us a little break tonight and we can pick up him some.
I had his rosters as well and didn't realize.
Northview lines up in the shotgun formation. The quarterback drops back and throws a deep ball down the right sideline, just a little overthrown, about 40 yards down the field. So we have an incomplete pass for the very first play of the game.
And we're going to have fun telling yard lines because they're not really marked off.
They're not marked, so it's going to be very difficult, yes.
You're going to see us taking our finger and counting.
That's correct.
The 50 we can tell.
Quarterback dropped back in a shotgun location, and he accepted the snap. Handoff around the right side, goes around the right end for about a 10-yard gain. Looks like they have enough for the initial first down of the game. Cougars 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Defense started a little slow in the scrimmage last Saturday, Ron. Maybe this is indication of what they did last week afterwards. They pretty much shut the offense down after the first scrimmage. Tailback running around the left corner, and he picks up about 12 yards coming around the left end, coming over to the Eufaula sideline. So another first down, 2 straight first downs in a row for Northview Cougars. They're on the 44-yard line. Quarterback takes the snap, hands off to the right side, going over the right tackle. He fumbles the ball about 5-6 yards down. Mad scramble for the ball. Northview indicates they have it, but no indication from, yes, Northview has the ball back. So it looks like we'll have about a 2nd and 5 as we get ready to run the next play.
Trying a little experimentation here. Trying to figure out what's going on with this board. But we'll find a way to make it work. There's probably some simple switch.
Timeout for Northview with 10:39 on the clock. It's no score early in this ball game. Number 10, Tyler Marshall, is Northview's quarterback. Looks like he will be he's an upcoming senior.
I'd like to remind you about one of our sponsors here this evening. Eufaula Vapor is a sponsor here, a new business in Eufaula. Eufaula Vapor is a healthy way of smoking. And you need, if you're trying to quit, you can save a lot of money and satisfy the habit and get out of it. And they've got all kinds of ways to do that at Eufaula Vapor in Sable Ridge.
We appreciate their sponsorship. Both teams back out over the field. Quarterback hands off down the middle out of shotgun formation and gain a couple of tough yards right up the middle of the Tiger defense. Ball is resting right on the 50-yard line at this point, and it looks like it'll be a 3rd and 4 for this young Cougar team. Hopefully the Tigers can bow their heads back and get this 3rd down so that we can get the ball, see what our offense will do. Hand off again to the right side, goes around the right tackle, and he's tackled in the background for about a 2-yard loss. And it's going to be 4th and 6, 4th and 7. Quite a few changes for Northview coming up, so it looks like they're going to punt the ball here. Running everybody off the field except for the snapper and the punter. And Eufaula has 2
and now
back
we've
ready
got a
to
bunch
take.
running off the field as the kick goes down.
Pretty good kick there, about a 40-yard punt.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be down about the 8-yard line.
You know, one of the things that, and you can understand it when you go back to it. Coach Moore has really been nervous this week just because this Tiger's an unproven team at this point.
True.
And he's playing an opponent, and that's good. And so far, we're making a good showing against him.
One step up in classification. He is 5 weeks into a new job, learning a new philosophy here. I understood him to say a lot of his mentors told him not to play this game, but he didn't want to do that to the kids. He wanted to give them the payoff for coming out and working in spring. So in that time frame, Eufaula had the first play run right up the middle for about 8 yards. Justin Warren is back for quarterback this year. Senior, another run right up the middle. It is broke free.
Look
40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Tigers. Wonderful play right up the middle. I don't know if he was even touched.
I don't think he was.
They might have got him on the shoulder as he come through the line, but that was it. About a 80-yard run right there for this young Eufaula team.
And look at these Tigers. They're celebrating.
They are very excited.
This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the Tigers make a good show.
I tried to catch that number, Ron. My eyes are not that good tonight. I think that was Greg Ledbetter, number 5. I'm not sure. But it was a terrific run right up the middle.
Yes, it was.
The young Tiger line held well right there at the line of scrimmage, and once he broke free, he was just gone. Snap is back. The hold is good. The kick is good. Eufaula Tigers lead this game in the first quarter. 8:41 to go. 7-0.
Ladies, unlock the cash value in your jewelry box. Sell your gold on Dale Road. We buy gold jewelry, bent or broken, at Eufaula Flea Market, 354 Dale Road.
Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road.
I'd like to remind you about another one of our fine sponsors. It's a new way to fish here in Eufaula. You always wanted to have a new way to fish. This kind is real simple.
Tell me
You
about
go in down right before you get to the Clayton Highway, right there on the right, and you see Off the Hook. And they've got fish that we don't have here in Eufaula. They've got some of those too, but they've got fish from all over the world. And that is a delicious fish. It is unreal how much it is to go in there and see the number of people that are catching on to Off the Hook. Now, one of the things about Off the Hook, the gentleman that has it, he's been known around town in this area as the fish man. The shrimp man. That's right. Shrimp man. My fault. Mark used to buy shrimp from him. He don't make that mistake.
It's the same one I know. Very, very tasty shrimp that he's always had. I'm going to have to make a visit there myself.
And he's got a good crew working there with him. His wife's involved in the business. Her name's on the business cards. And you just go in and tell them at Off the Hook that we sent you in to try some of that delicious fish and shrimp and other things. Pass over in the flats.
During the commercial break, we had kickoff that went down to about the 20, and Northview is out on the field. They've just run their very first play. As Ron said, a pass out in the flats, and it picked up exactly 10 yards. So they are moving the ball. Honestly, they just stalled out last time. Let's see if the Tigers can keep them here. Run around the left end. Slippery field come into play right there. He lost his footing in the background, and Tigers get him for no gain.
And the Tigers took advantage of
They
the
sure
slip.
did.
They got to play on the same surface.
That's
So
right.
It's not something that's unfair.
That's right. It goes both ways.
Excuse me.
Northview quarterback calls for the snap. Pass down the right side, right in the hands. It was dropped Would have been a nice 10, 12-yard gain. As it stands, it is an incomplete pass, and they are 3rd and 9 already. This is a fast-moving offense. They're up on the ball, ready to move just about as it is whistled into play. Quarterback calls for the snap. He's in the back, got good protection. Great hit out in the middle of the secondary. They do come down with the ball with about a 12-yard catch, but Eufaula's player laid a hit on that receiver. He'll think twice before he catches another one in the middle.
Yeah. He said, "Welcome to Tiger Stadium."
Yes, great hit right there. I believe that was Elijah Walker that delivered that hit, number 18. Northview 1st and 10 at the 45. Quarterback calls for the snap, hands off to the running back running around the side, and Eufaula stops him for no gain on the play. Very good defense by this front line of the Tigers.
This line is taking advantage of this situation, and they're playing their positions with authority here tonight.
So 2nd and 10, 7 minutes left in the first quarter of play. As Ron said, the senior guys are going to get 3 quarters of play here tonight, and then we're going to let the university play. End around to the right end, around the right corner, going down that sideline. They pick up about 30 yards. They get all the way down to about the 25-yard line. Very nice run. Good blocking there from the Cougars.
6:41 on the clock.
1st and 10 on the 30. Quarterback calls for the handoff, hands off around the left side, comes around through the left tackle, and he picks up roughly 10 yards on the play.
Northview is making some adjustments. We can see that in how they're making the Eufaula defend them. We'll just have to see if the Tigers can come back and make the adjustments they need to contain them.
Referee has just blown it into play, and within 5 seconds they snap the ball, handed off going around the left corner, and tackled for about a 2 or 3 yard gain. But they are a very fast-paced offense. They're on that ball and ready to go when it gets whistled in. Hand off to the running back around the right corner. Host of Tigers in the backfield to pick him up. Stopped for a loss on that play. Looks like it's going to end up being a 3rd and 9.
When I've been out here watching practices, the speed at which the coach has these teams working at, offense and defensively here for the Tigers, is showing its pleasure tonight because they're used to it.
Yes, good conditioning that they've had the last few weeks, getting prepared. And that rain this afternoon, as scary as it was, it has definitely cooled it off tonight and made it more pleasurable for the guys down there on the field. It's very comfortable tonight. Press box is nice as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Mark says we don't need the air conditioning tonight. In fact, he said, should have brought my sweater.
Have a timeout on the field. Not sure who called that. Would it be a heat timeout?
I don't know.
I know they were scheduled for tonight, but it doesn't necessarily need it.
That's right. One of the things I'd like to remind you that you're looking for some place to sell scrap gold. You can go over to see Mr. Pond. Mr. Pond buys scrap gold. Now he also has a pawn shop. So you may want to go over, and if you need some quick cash and you've got something that he thinks he can handle, you got yourself a deal. Mr. Pond on Dale Road at West Washington Street. Easy to find there on the corner, across from Timbuktu, Isaiah over there. He even comes over and visits Mr. Pond. Harry Perkins, go by and tell him you heard about him today on the broadcast. Now, also, he's carrying the game tonight on his pond radio, which is at 97.1. So we welcome him aboard on all of this.
We appreciate the support that Harry gives the station and the community. Does a lot for this community in the way of school drives and other things. Been in business for a lot of years. And go by and patronize him if you can. He'll give you a good deal. Both teams are running back out on the field now. And it is 3rd and 9. Just to recap, ball is on the 15, 16-yard line. And the Cougars quarterback is in the shotgun formation calling for the snap. Throws the ball out in the flats, and he and the receiver are on different pages. The receiver was cutting inside, and the quarterback threw it outside. So it's incomplete pass. Going to be a 4th and 9 from the 15-yard line. We'll see if they're going to go for it or try to kick a field goal here. Indication is they're going to go for it. Quarterback instructs the team on the play. Calls for the snap. Drop back to pass. He's looking for an individual in the middle of the field, and it is overthrown. So the Eufaula Tigers will take over on the 15-yard line with 4:56 to go in the first quarter.
Welcome to Eufaula Vapor.
Save thousands of dollars and quit smoking at Eufaula Vapor in the Sable Ridge Center on 431 South. Eufaula Vapor, a safe way to stop smoking. Try it for free at Eufaula Vapor.
Leading 7-0.
Leading 7-0, the Eufaula Tigers. Glad to see them out doing their thing here this evening in such a splendid manner.
Still early in the game. If you're listening to us, you have plenty of time to get out and see what these young Tigers are like for your own self. You don't have to take our word for it. They're doing a great job thus far in this game. Justin Warren is in the shotgun formation, called for the snap, handoff up the middle, and takes a lot of Cougars to bring down our running back after about a 2-yard gain. Ron, you were saying?
Yeah, it's a nice little crowd that's shown up from over at Northview tonight.
Yes.
That was expected, and they have shown up in nice numbers.
It's good to have them here. If you're from Eufaula, show them our nice southern hospitality if you have a chance to see any of them. Justin Warren calls for the snap, throws it over to the left side, breaks a couple of tackles. He is off to the races, down to the 50, to the 41. Cougar Mike can get him, and he does, down about the 35-yard line. Wonderful pass and catch by Justin Warren. I can't tell the number that picked it up. It's over on the far sideline, but it was about a 60-yard pass and catch there. One Cougar could catch him, and he did end up tackling him somewhere around the 35-yard line. So,
but he almost didn't get him.
He sure did. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. On the move again. Pass out to this far side, or to the closest side to us, to Eufaula side. It is caught, but he had slipped down and his knee was on the ground when he caught it. So actually going to be just a little bit of a loss on the play. It's that real quick throwback to the side screen, and he just had to take a knee to catch that ball, and it got whistled dead there. So we'll call it 2nd and 11. Warren in the shotgun formation, calls for the snap, and it is whistled dead. Evidently there's a flag on the play somewhere. Call is going against Eufaula. It's false start. Somebody got a head start on that play.
I'd like to remind people listening locally that if they have friends out in the outlying areas or in other states, they can call them up, tell them to tune to Eufaula radio.com on the internet, and they can hear tonight's ball game.
Handoff coming around the right side over close to our sideline, and a pickup of about 7 or 8 yards. It's going to give us a good second down marker here. A third down, about a third down and 5, third down and 6 coming up from this Tiger team. Call for the snap. Just a little toss out to the left side. Good running through traffic. Looks like we picked up enough for the first down going down through the middle of the field.
Number 15 making the catch.
James Purswell. First time we've called his name tonight. He's probably been involved. We just didn't see his number. James did an excellent job for us last season, and we have a lot of anticipation for what he's going to do this coming year. Handoff down the middle to Juan Wiggum, and he was stopped for no gain. So we are at a 3rd and 11. 2nd and 11. Change of play from Coach Moore. I noticed they called that in from the sideline. Justin faked the handoff, runs right around the left end, and it looks like he picked up enough for the first down, maybe down around the 4-yard line. So we've got a 1st and goal, Eufaula Tigers. Very exciting, very pleased with what we're seeing here tonight from the young Tigers. Doing a real good job in taking care of this Cougar, 6A Cougar defense. Handoff down the middle, and he will go in untouched for the score. What number was that, Ryan? Could you tell?
I got excited and lost it.
I thought it was 22, Brandon Brooks.
24.
Juan Wiggum. Juan Wiggum was a 4-yard carry right down the middle and did not get touched as he scampered into the end zone untouched. That
He carries the ball over to the sideline.
Yes. Snap, hold, and the kick looks good. So Eufaula takes a commanding 14-0 lead here in the first quarter with 1:42 left to go in this first quarter. Great start for the Tigers.
You know that Moore's got to feel really nice about what's going on here this evening.
Yes. Yes.
One of the things that we're doing a little bit differently this year is that our filming is actually becoming the record for the Eufaula Tigers from up in the press box then.
Good.
He's also been doing quite a few things differently regarding filming. He actually films each practice from 2 angles.
Mm-hmm.
And then they review that film, and they post it up where the players can review it. So
That's
they're
good. They can
getting
learn from
serious.
practice. That's very good.
He's giving them every opportunity to improve, giving them every tool. They're having early morning meetings. He's down here a lot of times at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, you know, there's not but too many things you can say negative. It's pretty much got to be positive because he come from up around God's country, Ron. You know, he's from Valley and took his turn
Nobody has
at
any
Auburn.
family up there.
Dead ball kick there. Cougars have the ball, thrown an interception, and Eufaula runs it back to about the 4 or 5 yard line. Great job by this Eufaula defense. A lot of pressure on the quarterback. Looks like the Cougars have a guy down right at the end zone. Our trainer's out there to help him get up, just maybe a cramp. But a great job for this Eufaula Tiger defense. Great pressure on the quarterback. Forced him to throw it early. He threw it right in the hands of a Tiger and run that thing back for about 30 yards right down the middle. Eufaula is set up again, first and goal on the 5.
And
with
we've run
1:26.
very little off the clock.
That's right, 1:26 left to go in this first quarter.
That took about 20 seconds.
To us, it looks like you couldn't have scripted it much better for this first quarter for the Tigers. I'm sure the coach can take it and dissect it and show them what they've done wrong, but it's looking good up here in the press box.
Hi there, I'm Pastor Hardy Bryan, pastor of Word of Life Family Church here in Eufaula. It's Sunday morning in Eufaula. It's time for the Word, time for Sunday morning service.
You're invited to watch The Transforming Word with Pastor Hardy Bryan every Sunday at 7 p.m. and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. The Transforming Word on Eufaula TV every week on Sunday and Wednesday nights.
Chris was saying it was Thomas Jackson with the carry.
Wonderful. Picked up about a yard. Went straight down the middle, and it is a touchdown for Eufaula. Signaled way over here on the corner. Delayed reaction from us and the crowd. You really couldn't tell anything but the umpire on the very far corner here raised his hands up.
55 seconds left on the clock, and this is the first quarter of play. Making a set here for the kick.
And it looks good.
Good.
Tigers are off to a 21-0 lead here with 55 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Looking very impressive. Had communication with someone from Auburn that says our offense is looking very impressive tonight. So
Okay.
that's a good comment.
That's a real good comment. We're going to add something new in the fall. We didn't do it tonight, but we're going to be adding a line that people can call in and make comments during the game and talk to us live on the air.
If we've got the technology, why not use it?
That's
so
right.
That's going to make it interactive. It's going to make it more fun for us, more fun for you as the listener.
Yes. And we're working on trying to find somebody to do interviews down in the stands during the game.
If you're interested in something like that, contact Ron. He would be glad to talk with you about that.
At 695-3015.
Dead ball kick here. Pretty good kick there. Comes down about the 10-yard line. Whistle dead. And the Tiger defense will come back out on the field.
Ready to go again. 35.4 seconds on the clock. Be a 1st and 10 situation for Northview. Affectionately called the Cougars.
Quarterback hands the ball to the running back coming around the right side, runs wide out to their sideline. Down for about a 15-yard gain. Very close to a late hit there, but did not get that call. But they did pick up the first down, 1st and 10, about the 35-yard line for Northview. 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Handoff, fake the handoff. The quarterback is running around the right corner and met 2 or 3 Tigers head on right there, about 8 yards down the line. He took a solid hit there from the Tigers. And it's going to be a 2nd and 3. .26 seconds left, and the clock is moving. Quarterback's going to draw right up the middle, and he picked up right at the first down marker. Looks like he may be just a hair short. I believe this is going to be called for a measurement. It's going to be 3rd and very short. Yeah, they're not going to give him a measurement there, so 3rd and short. And that ends the first quarter of play, where your Eufaula Tigers are up 21-0 on this 6A Northview Cougar squad. Tigers been very excited. They're pumping up the crowd out there right now.
And we're glad to see that. There's excitement on the field. There's excitement in the stands. If you can't make it over here, you're missing one heck of a ball game.
That's right.
By the way, just as a reminder, Mark in the Morning on 96.5 FM has got a brand new feature that runs right at 7 o'clock, right before 7 o'clock when its show normally starts. We're running a daily devotional Monday through Friday from the First Presbyterian Church. And we're glad to have them coming on in this capacity with us here. In fact, right now, the next broadcast day on Monday. Stephen is typing. He doesn't like to talk and type at the same time.
This mind's not that sharp. Got to be focused on one thing at the time. Very short intermission there. Second quarter has started. Northview quarterback runs it right up the middle, and he picks up about a 20-yard gain. Just diced our defense right there.
But one thing about it, our secondary is picking up well on these long carries. They're not giving up.
That's right.
They're pursuing.
That's right.
They're taking action.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they got to do.
Northview has the ball 1st and 10 on Eufaula's 40-yard line. They brought in a new quarterback as well. He handed off to the running back coming around the left side, and looks like about a 10-yard gain. They do move the chain, so it's 1st and 10. Northview about the 30-yard line. Handoff going around the right side, running out to stretched out over to their far sideline, picks up about 10 yards. So they've come out the second quarter, and they've had their way the last 3 plays. This Tiger defense has got to tighten up, keep them out of the end zone here in this second quarter.
And the clock is down to 11:03 here in the second. It stopped.
Evidently there was a flag on the play. They're all backing up. I'm not picking up a yellow flag, but evidently there was. There was a holding on Northview. So that brought that play back. That's great.
Right now, we'll take them any way we can get them.
That's right. Handoff right down the middle. Picks up maybe 5-6 yards. Good gang tackle there by the Eufaula defense.
The talent on football here in Eufaula is something else. From the Pee-wees on up.
Eufaula does have a rich history of good football here. We're glad to see that continuing this spring. Quarterback called for the snap, handed around the right tackle. Run for about a 10, 15-yard gain. Is going to be enough for another first down. Looks like Nicholas McCarthy is their quarterback here in the second quarter. Number 15, he is a junior, incoming junior for Northview. Handoff down the middle. The guy cuts out around the left tackle and picks up about 5 yards. Six yards. They're on the 6-yard line, so they're in the red zone, and it's going to be a 2nd and 4.
And the Tigers are going to have to tighten up to keep this a 21-0 ball game.
That's right. Handoff around the right corner. Great stop by a couple of Tigers. Good push by their running back. He may have gained a yard, but they did a great job of holding him up, getting some help out there on the outside corner.
They read that play just perfectly.
They did. They did. He got about a yard there, but it was great to keep him out of the end zone. So it's 3rd and 3. Northview is going toward the north end zone. Quarterback, great fake on the handoff. We had two guys that stood the running back up in the backfield, but the quarterback took the ball away and run around the left corner into the end zone for a Cougar touchdown. It's one of those read plays. He did a good job in selling the running back there. Our guys just run all over the running back, but he pulled the ball at the last second and run around untouched into the end zone. Cougars on the scoreboard the first of the night with 8:56 to go in the second quarter. High snap, but the kick, the hold is down. The kick is good. So we have a 21-7 game here, 8:56 in the second quarter.
Ladies, unlock the cash value in your jewelry box. Sell your gold on Dale Road. We buy gold jewelry, bent or broken, at Eufaula Flea Market, 354 Dale Road.
Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road.
It's good to see all of these players and the way they're reacting tonight. We'd like to remind you that there's a program that airs every morning, Monday through Friday, called the Shady Oak Swap Shop. And it's now airing at 9 o'clock in the morning. It was at 9:15. Mark's got a little speedier with it, and it now airs at 9 o'clock right after the Mark of the Morning show goes off. Steve Rogers over at Shady Oaks 1 is the guy who puts it all together. He also has Shady Oaks 2 on down the road with all the U-Haul rentals that he has available there. Got a lot of big surprises coming up for you at Shady Oaks. And they've got very interesting booths down at Shady Oaks, the main store in Eufaula.
Especially number 505.
Especially go in and look at booth 505. I don't know who that could belong to.
I don't know. It's a free plug right there, I think.
He says, look, I'm running camera.
That's
I can
right.
speak up for myself.
Get paid some way, huh?
There you go.
A lot of people do a lot of things in the community to show their support for the community, and we appreciate Mark for what he does for the community and coming out and filming these ball games. Tigers have the ball at the 20, and handoff goes down for about a 15-yard gain, but saw yellow flag in the backfield.
In fact, it's still laying down there. Holding, that'll bring it back.
It's going to bring it back, yes.
But if we did it once, we can do it again.
That's right.
This time, twice as far.
It seems like once we get through that initial containment there, we're off to the races.
Oh, yeah.
That did put us very deep in a hole. We're 1st and 20 now at the 10-yard line, on our own 10-yard line, so we're very deep.
But this team is capable of scoring from
That's
this
right.
position.
Justin calls for the snap, hands off around the left end, and just like that, we pick up about 10, 15 of those yards right back.
They're going to do the best to move that ball down the field. 8:20 showing on the clock, and this the second quarter of action.
That was a 10-yard gain, so we're at 2nd and 10 now. Handoff, crossbuck coming up the middle. Got stood up there at the line, and virtually no gain on the play there. So we're going to be facing a 3rd and 10 around our 20-yard line.
When I find out what this computer problem is we're having tonight, I'm going to be celebrating. I'm going to be as excited as these Tigers.
They're doing a good job putting on a good show for us tonight.
They came to play football.
Warren back in a shotgun formation, calls for the snap, rolls out to the left, looking for an open receiver, finds none, tucks it and runs for a couple of yards. Looks like a punting situation for Eufaula. It's going to be about a 4th and 8. Around the 22-yard line. See the punter coming out. That's one of those double numbers there. It could be Cameron Grant or James Lucas, number 86.
And I thought it was going to be simple because they'd be wearing different colored jerseys. Wrong.
Got a bad kick there, and they're going to blow the play dead. At about the 33-yard line, so just did get past the line of scrimmage. Maybe it's better we didn't know which player that was. I'm sure the coach will know when he goes back and looks at the film.
Oh, yes. He'll hear about it.
Cougars are on the Tigers' 33-yard line. Pass out to the flats on the far right side. Good block out there. Tigers pick him up right at the first down marker. 6:25 to go in this first half of play. Eufaula is leading 21-7. The Cougars are driving in our territory. They have trips to the left, handoff around the left corner, and he picks up about 3-4 yards. It's going to be a 2nd and 6. Clock coming down to 6 minutes left to go in this first half of play. Quarterback for Northview, number 15, an incoming junior, Nicholas McCarthy. Tries to run around the right end. Eufaula stayed home, so he had to cut back up the middle, and looks like he'll pick up a couple of yards hard running up the middle. But it's going to bring up a 3rd down and very short. Hopefully the Tigers can pull up a big stop here and stop them here. Looks like there's some confusion there. Now they're going to ask for, evidently they gave them the first down. Somebody asked for a timeout.
That's right. One of the things we'd like to remind everybody here tonight is that effective now on Eufaula TV, we're doing a heavy presence on Facebook with programming and also on YouTube on the Eufaula TV channel on YouTube. It's Eufaula TV 1, all one word, and the 1 is a numeric 1. It's where we've always been on YouTube. We've had some programming between Facebook and YouTube that have got well over 1,000 hits in the last few weeks. So they're really picking up on this way of seeing Eufaula TV.
That's great.
And I thank you because a lot of the followers that we're picking up are coming from friends of yours on Facebook, Stephen.
We appreciate the following. We sure do. Just trying to be a community servant out there and putting information in people's hands or what we're trying to do with the TV station, with the radio station, with the YouTube. Put the information in your hands so that you can make your decisions. And we appreciate all the loyal follows and listeners out there.
Yes. We have people that sometimes listen to us even from out in California. And St. Louis, yeah. And then we've got a guy that comes on Wednesday nights on radio named Mad Max. And he is ready to play classic rock.
Long-time Eufaula people recognize that name.
Oh, yeah.
Both teams are back out on the field with 5:43 to go in this first half of play. Northview comes back out with their quarterback from the first quarter. Hands off going around the right side. Picks up maybe about 5 yards. They're knocking on our door. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They're on about the 7-yard line. So they can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. Tiger defense needs to be looking for the quarterback to run. He runs right up the middle. Several Tigers trying to put a stop to him. He maybe gains a yard, maybe 2. It's going to come up to about a 3rd and 4. Number 10, Tyler Marshall, is their quarterback at this time for Northview. Hand off to the running back coming around the left side. Host of Eufaula tacklers tackling right there for no gain on the play. It's going to end up being a 4th and 3. Down in the red zone inside the 5-yard line. Let's see, they'll probably go for this. Be a nice time for this young Eufaula defense to get a goal line stand and keep them out of the end zone. 4:05 left to go in this first half of play, with Eufaula leading 21-7. Quarterback calls for the snap. It's high. He mishandles it and goes down in the backfield for about a 10-yard loss. Being a 4th down play, it turns over on downs. Eufaula Tiger football. Defense did what they needed to do, kept them out of the end zone. Great job by these young Tigers.
One of the things I'd like to remind you about the Mad Max Mix, as he calls it, on Wednesday night. It starts at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and goes to 8 o'clock, takes phone requests. You need to tune in and listen if you haven't been listening to Mad Max. And he's also available on eufaularadio.com.
Eufaula Tigers come back out over the ball. 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line with 3:38 to go in this first half of play. Justin calls for the snap, hands off around the left corner, and we have a running back off to the races for about a 20-yard gain. If they get past that front line on the defense, they're off to the races.
Oh, yes. They've got one purpose in mind. It's the goal line down at the other end.
Looks like we're going to take a shot here at trying to put some more points on the board before halftime. A couple of wide receivers way out to the right here. That sets up that side screen where you try to break the guy down the field. Pass was just a little short. He had a hard time coming up with it, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. Eufaula from the 30-yard line with 3:10 to go in this half. Eufaula lines up. Quarterback calls for the snap. End around to the left end, running around Northview sideline, comes up, going to be just short of the first down marker. Picked up about 5 or 6 yards there. .250 to go in this first half.
And when you say short, it's pretty short.
About a yard, 3rd and 1. Handoff going up the middle. Picking and dicing his way through. Picks up the first down along with a couple of 3 extra yards to go with it. So Tigers are going to get a new set of plays here with 2:39 to go in this half. And we're at the 40-yard line.
We're going to start calling them up the middle Tigers.
That's right. Quarterback fakes the handoff, tosses to the left, and good run down the left sideline for about a 12-yard gain. Another first down for the Tigers. I'm not marking or scoring tonight, but we've had a good bit of first downs. Good success with the offense tonight.
Yes.
Quarterback calls for the snap, hands off down the middle, and he breaks free for about a 12, 14-yard gain.
And if they hadn't grabbed some jersey, they'd have been off.
Yes. Down about the 36-yard line. I believe that was Torrey Terry, they said. First down. Quarterback running around the left side trying to get out away from containment and can't. They bring him down for about a 3-yard loss. And we're down to a minute 35 left.
21-7 ball game in favor of these Eufaula Tigers. Number 15 got it, going around the corner.
Wonderful job all the way to the end zone, Ron.
As we mentioned, he's off to the races.
Great run there, about a 42-yard scamper down the left sideline.
And he was just untouched when he got through there. They could not catch up with him. This is going to be an exciting Tiger team this fall.
They are looking good tonight. Kick is up and it's good. So Eufaula is ahead 28-7.
You know, we've got a new compadre over at the Eufaula Tribune. Kyle is something else. He is a nice guy to work with. He's doing the coaches show with us on Monday mornings, and I get to see him in press occasionally. So it's a real straight up deal.
I've heard a lot of good things about him. I've not had the chance to meet Kyle yet. I look forward to maybe Thursday at the city council meeting.
But I can tell you one thing. Ask him when you see him about his snake experience.
About what?
His snake experience.
Snake. Okay.
Yes. He found a mighty big South Alabama snake in a tree right above his head.
Oh, man.
He got a real close look at this creature.
I believe one of our friends did the other night as well, didn't he?
Oh, Harry got one. But I think this one beat Harry's, and Harry's was big enough.
I've always heard a good snake is a dead snake. That's the motto I go by.
Harry goes, a good snake is one the police take off for him. He don't know what happened to him. He don't care. He just is not there anymore. It's really bad when you have one drop down on your arm while you're relaxing.
Yes. It would have been tough for me to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Northview takes over with a minute to go on the clock at the 20-yard line, and they pick up about a 5-yard gain.
57.3 on the clock remaining in this, the first half of play. These Tigers are being very rough to deal with here this evening.
Picked up the first down around the left corner. 50 seconds to go. Pass out for about a 14-yard gain and out of bounds with 42 seconds left to go in this first half.
Does this mean that you're going to go down and give a halftime show for the fans?
No, sir. Where's the band?
Where's the band?
We may have to play some iTunes or something.
.9 seconds. Tigers holding them.
Third down. They're out about midfield. Caught in midfield. Good lick thrown. But there's going to be a first down on the play. About a 12-yard gain. So they are in Tiger territory now.
But tomorrow morning, that player is going to remember this play.
He definitely will. That was a very good lick. 28 seconds to go. Both teams are coming to the sidelines. Eufaula called a timeout to get the defense straight. We don't want to give up a cheap 7 points here with 28 seconds left to go in the half.
No, we don't. So 28.8 is the official thing. Got that chime going off. The bong.
We've had a real good crowd to sneak in on us, Ron. I'm just looking out from our vantage point. We've got a good crowd here for our spring game tonight.
And the crowd across the way is picking up.
Yes. One minute, yeah.
There's an out-of-breath manager headed off the field. No, he's a lot better shape. Coach Moore has been working on him.
I think I heard the strength and conditioning coach is going to get on to him, and he'll be in shape by fall, won't he?
Yes.
Quick toss out to the right sideline for about a 5-yard gain. 22 seconds left to go. Interception. Great job by the Tigers, and it looks like we're going to go just about all the way here. They catch us at the 10-yard line. Got 9 seconds left to go. Interception coming down the far sideline.
These Tigers have been a nest of surprises tonight.
Yes.
He just keeps reaching in his little basket over here on the sideline, and Coach Moore says, try this.
Quarterback had to get rid of the ball quickly and right into the hands of a Eufaula Tiger. .4 seconds to go in this first half of play. 28-7 is our score. Mark is crossing his fingers. I think he's hoping for a touchdown here. He's hoping our battery lasts. Justin calls for the snap, and he's going to be brought down. Go down, call a timeout. Yeah, 2 seconds left to go. I thought we were going to dance around there and run the clock out. I'm glad they got the timeout. Want to be very advantageous as much as possible and put some points on the board if we can here.
We'll see how fast Mark can change your battery.
Welcome to Eufaula Vapor.
Save thousands of dollars and quit smoking at Eufaula Vapor in the Sable Ridge Center on 431 South. Eufaula Vapor, a safe way to stop smoking. Try it for free at Eufaula Vapor.
I've done that before at church, and it lasts about 5 minutes, so we'll see.
Just don't zoom.
Thought we might take this time to possibly get the kicker out there and try to put 3 points on the board before halftime. And they've changed the ball, so I think that may be what we attempt here. Evidently not. They're running the whole team out there. So we're going to try to put this one in the end zone here with 2 seconds left to go.
Looks like he's getting down to
Yeah,
kick.
yeah, kick. That's right. 10, 20. So it's going to be a 30-yard attempt. Ball is down. The kick is up, and it is a real good kick. Looks like it split the uprights, and it did. Great job by this Tiger team to come up with 3 points as the buzzer expires. 31-7 here at halftime. Very pleasant surprise, Ron.
Yes, and television will take a quick break so Mark can change a battery.
When it appears you need help with pet grooming, then look up to someone special, and the most special pet groomers around Eufaula are Pampered Pets. On South Randolph, Pampered Pets Grooming Salon has Judy as the owner and groomer. So for a great do, come to Pampered Pets. So if you have a special dog or a frisky cat, make an appointment today at Pampered Pets Grooming Salon at 613 South Randolph. Call 688-1333. Your pets need to be pampered at Pampered Pets Grooming Salon.
Okay, we are back. Got 1 minute left to go on the clock. I'm sure they're going to reset it for some extra time. If you're just now joining us, you've missed an exciting first half of play where Eufaula has come in to halftime leading the Northview Cougars 31-7. Northview has made their way back out on the field, and they're doing their pre-second half warm-ups. Eufaula's yet to make it back out on the field. Great crowd here tonight, getting their first look at this young Tiger team with the new head football coach, Brian Moore. Don't think we could have asked for a much better first half of play from Eufaula. Great crowd. We've got one more quarter of play for the varsity team. And then the fourth quarter, we will restart the scoreboard and let the junior varsity guys take over in the fourth quarter of play. So
Makes for a different kind of football game.
it does. It does. Tigers coming back through the gates in on the field. Clock has been reset. There's about 2.5 minutes left before we get this game going back in start of the second half.
Looks like the concession stand's doing well tonight.
Concession stand is open for the Booster Club. The band does not have their stand open tonight. So if you're here listening to us, go down and pay them a visit.
Not the band, the booster.
The Booster Club. And
Sports booster.
that concessions, those concessions are going to the General Athletic Fund. Funds not being shared with the football team this year because they're revenue producing. All the other sports that are here for the Tigers to participate in need the support of the concession stands to come in. So that's what the concessions has been designed for. And we look forward to this coming year being able to help out with those other non-revenue producing sports to be able to get the things that they need. And one of the things we opened up the broadcast tonight with was talking about the multi-purpose facility that we're hoping the school board's going to approve next week. And it will be used for football, softball, baseball, track.
Everything.
All sports will be able
Boys
to use
and
that
girls.
facility, boys and girls. So I understand it will be one of the nicest facilities anywhere around in this part of the state. So
In fact, it's going to challenge anything in the state in the high school level.
we are looking forward to being able to see those plans as they come together and talk about it at a work session next Tuesday night. Tigers in their warm-up drills, getting ready for this second half of play.
Northview's already back over on their side, getting everything done.
Coaches just making their way back behind us, back into the press box and into their cubicle, and getting ready to get this thing started.
And they've been known to get a little excited over there.
Yes. Got new equipment, new headsets this year. It fits snug around your ear, but we've heard them over next door a couple of times already tonight.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of exciting plays that's went on. And, of course, the Tigers leading 31-7 here at halftime has given us a very good start and a very jovial start tonight to this ball game. I don't guess this will go into record books as a win or anything tonight as we carry on. I think spring games are just that, used for practice, but definitely a lot better than losing.
I think that the schools will be keeping track of these
Yes,
records.
yes.
May not be on Max Prep or any of the other services, and I bet you it's reported tomorrow in the Dothan paper.
I bet it will be. One of the things we're looking forward to in the fall that carries over from last year, we are very close to being one of a few schools in the state that have 500 career wins.
Yeah.
And Eufaula is only 2 wins shy of that 500 win record for the school's history. And we look forward to that coming very early next year and us being able to celebrate that. I think there's only 39 other schools in the state that have that designation.
Yes.
Dead ball kickoff goes into the end zone, so I believe Eufaula will take over at the 20-yard line. We will receive this kick. Our offense will be on the field first.
I even think if it had hit on the 30, it'd still been back at the 20. I'm not for sure, but I believe that's what Coach Moore and I were talking about the other day. There's some different kind of rules.
Yes, because a couple of them have come down at the 10, but I believe they did start at the 20 in the first half. So Eufaula's back out over the ball. Justin Warren calls for the snap. It's a little high. He dodges one defender. He rolls out to the far side, throws the ball downfield, hit our receiver in the hands, and he dropped it.
Oh, man.
He would have been off to the races. He was behind the entire defense. It's about a 40-yard pass, but there was no one between him and the goal line.
We would have taken that.
We would have. As it turns out, there was a flag on the play.
And it's against Eufaula.
Backs us up 10 yards. And that would have been replayed anyway. So it's 1st and 20. We're going to be back at the 10-yard line. Tigers reset. Warren in the shotgun formation. Calls for the ball. Handoff around the left side. Coming here to the home side. Stretched out. Just touched out of bounds at the 40-yard line. He was off to the races run. Would have been another.
He really didn't have to divert over.
No.
He had room, but he didn't have rear view mirrors on.
There were a couple of Cougars right in his vicinity, but he pulled a little far left and hit the out-of-bounds marker. Eufaula first down anyway. We're at the 39-yard line. Hand off to him again. Turns up the left tackle. And about a 20, 25-yard gain, just ripping that Cougar defense right down the middle. On the Cougar side of the field now. Eufaula lining up real quick. 1st and 10 at the 43.
The Tigers are not afraid.
Warren hands off to the back in the backfield, and he gets stopped maybe for a yard loss, couple of yard loss. More than a couple of yards. It's about a 4-yard loss. So we're going to be at a second and 14. And we got started before the ball got to us that time. I remember hearing Saturday at the scrimmage, the coach talked about the center being a little slow in the snap. Something we've got to work on. Everybody else was responding to the snap count, and the center was just a little slow in delivering the ball, so it made us jump off sides to start. Triple formation on the far side.
Whoa.
And Northview has a player that jumps, so we may get that 5 yards right back. It is called against the Cougars. Used to seeing penalties this time of year in the spring, just real rusty. Justin Warren coming around the left corner and picks up about 15, 20 yards down this home sideline here. Enough for the first down. It's going to be about the 24-yard line. Tigers heading in for another score.
Eufaula had people overworking on the scoreboard this week after the things that happened last Saturday.
Fakes the handoff, runs just right down the middle. No one touches him until he gets deep in the secondary. And he comes down about the 5-yard line, looks like. Should be a 1st and goal for these Eufaula Tigers. I do see a yellow flag on the field.
10-11 on the clock.
They're pointing towards us, so it looks like it's that play's going to come back. I was amazed there was just no Cougars around him. We were holding there, so that may
Explain why.
may explain, but there was just no one there. Pretty much ran untouched to about the 5-yard line. Anyway, hands off to the left. Again, scampering down the left sideline, our running back going down very close to another first down. It is a first down.
Northview's having a hard time adjusting to the way the running backs are handling this game.
They are. Flag on the play. Looks like we might have got started a little early there. We did. False start against Eufaula. It's going to back us up 5. So we're going to be 1st and 15. We'll be on about the 17-yard line.
9:53 on the clock.
Eufaula leading 31-7 at this time. Called for the snap, looking to throw. Wide open receiver, but the ball was thrown just a little bit short. He was in the end zone, tried to come back for it and slipped down. Ball was thrown just a little short. That would have been an easy 6 points. Brings up 2nd and 15 from the 17-yard line. Eufaula's just pretty much had their way in this third quarter. One resets the offense, calls for the snap, tosses out to the left side, just a little bit extra on it, and it went right through the hands of the running back. So we're at a 3rd and 15 from the 17-yard line. And our lineman tried to get a little fast start there, so we're going to be backed up another 5 yards. Left tackle tried to come out of his stance just a little early.
And these are things that are going to happen in the spring game.
That's going to happen. 3rd and 20 from the 22. Warren looks to the sideline. Coach Moore changes the play. They readjust. Calls for the snap. Warren keeps the ball and is tackled right there about where he was, so a loss of 3 or 4 on the play. So a great start to the drive, and we just shot ourselves in the foot with several penalties right there in a row. It got us down to a 4th and 21. And at this point of the field, you would go for it. We can get a first down without a touchdown. Warren drops back to pass, and it is incomplete down the field. So the Cougars will take over on downs here in the third quarter with 9:01 left to go. Eufaula is still leading 31-7. Both teams are back out over the field. Cougars call for the snap. Running around the left tackle, picks up about 3 yards on the play. It's closer to 5, so it'll be a 2nd and 5. Handoff around the left end again. Several Tigers there to stop them for no gain on the play, maybe a yard loss. Looks like we're going to be set up for a 3rd and 5. Referee calls, blows the play dead. I didn't notice Eufaula had a player down over here on the sideline. The trainer was helping get him off the field. And we're back in play now. Cougars quarterback calls for the ball, throws a quick out over here to the right side, a flag route, and it is caught for a first down, about a 15-yard play there. Nicholas McCarthy, number 15, is Northview's quarterback this series. He and Tyler Marshall have been swapping out quarterback duties. Hands off around the left side, going around to their sideline. Eufaula picks him up about 5 yards deep and knocks him out of bounds. So should come up to a 2nd and 5. With 7:25 remaining in the third quarter, Eufaula Tigers are leading 31-7. Handoff around the right side, coming around the right tackle, picks up a couple of yards. Tiger defense holds strong. And it's going to be a 3rd and 5. You can hear in the background through our crowd mic the cheerleaders doing a good job cheering on these Tigers. Handoff up the middle. Several Eufaula Tigers right there on the play. Looks like we're going to stop him maybe a yard short. Maybe close enough for a measurement. We'll see. 6:38 to go in this third quarter. It is 4th and less than a yard. They are going for it. Quarterback calls for the snap, going right up the middle. He picks up the first down and much more Picks up 10, 15, 20 yards, still carrying a host of Eufaula tacklers with him, and they finally stop him somewhere around the 20-yard line. About a 30-yard run, busted up the middle right there. And the Cougars are 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Having to do some quick addition in our heads here with the line markers. Quarterback throwing out to the right, and it was a short pass, so incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line.
5:54 showing on the clock.
Official timeout here in the 3rd quarter. It's got to be a heat timeout at this time. It was an official's timeout.
Like to remind everybody, if they're trying to break the smoking habit, a good habit to try to break, then you go to Eufaula Vapor in the Sable Ridge Center. Economical to use, satisfying to use, and no smoke. It is smoke-free. So go down and see them. Tomorrow, Eufaula Vapor, Sable Ridge Shopping Center, waiting to serve you, to show you the exact thing you need to be doing to quit smoking. And they use the product.
Sarge out there working real hard, getting water to the referees and players during this timeout.
It's hard to believe it's a heat timeout with the way we're kind of sitting here and going, no. We could even turn the fan off probably, but we're not.
Yeah, it feels too good.
Yeah. After the last few days of hot weather, this is a nice little break, and it's good it's happening on a football.
That's right. Glad the weather is held off for us.
Oh, yes.
Well, we're back out to action here. Northview has the ball, 2nd and 10 at our 25. Their first-string quarterback is back out, Tyler Marshall. Calls for the snap, throwing it to the end zone, and his receiver come down with a great catch. Looks like they're going to mark him out at the half-yard line.
This will bring up an interesting situation for the Tigers.
We stopped them on a goal line stance before. Maybe we can do it again here. That was a beautiful pass by their quarterback.
Yes, it was.
Great reception by their receiver. Fumbled the snap there, but he recovered it and into the end zone for a Cougar touchdown. Second time they've made pay dirt tonight. 5:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. Eufaula Tigers are ahead 31-13 with the point after attempt pending. Just a couple of minutes ago, we were down in our end zone, Ryan.
Yes.
Tigers still have this game well in hand. Snap, the hold, and the kick all look good. So with 5:33 to go in the 3rd quarter, your Eufaula Tigers still lead this game 31-14.
Welcome to Eufaula Vapor.
Save thousands of dollars and quit smoking at Eufaula Vapor in the Sable Ridge Center on 431 South. Eufaula Vapor, a safe way to stop smoking. Try it for free at Eufaula Vapor.
as we've been doing tonight. The dead kicks are coming. Got a kickoff. Dead ball kick. Got a couple of Eufaula players down there ready to receive it. Kick comes down about the 5-yard line. So Eufaula Tigers will take over, I believe, at the 20, 1st and 10. Tiger ball with 5:33 remaining in this third quarter.
.533 on the clock.
Northview has had shared quarterback duties all night. The Tigers have chose to go with Justin Warren all the way through thus far. He rolls out to the left. Good pitch and catch for about a 15-yard gain there. Down to number 84, Isaiah Walton. Got a flag on the field that's going to call this play back. For a spring game, the first half looked relatively penalty-free for the Tiger offense. This third quarter, they have just shot themselves in the foot quite a bit with small penalties. 1st and 15. Handoff around the left side. Juan Wiggum picks up about 8-9 yards on the carry. It's going to give us a 2nd and 6. He ran out of bounds on that play. The clock is stopped at 5:14 to go into third quarter. Right down the middle, good solid running for about a 7-8 yard gain. Will be enough for a Tiger first down. Nice hole right up the middle for him to just split the seam and go right up the middle. .452 in the third quarter. Handoff coming around the left side. Couple of good juke moves. Picks up about 10-15 yards here.
And those moves were something else because he was contained, they thought, and he broke right through it.
He was going to be short of a first down, and he put a couple of moves on him, picked up an extra 5 or 6 yards after that contact. Good run there. I believe that was Trashad Streeter, number 10. Quarterback calls for the ball, running right down the middle and carrying defenders with him for the last 5 or 6 yards. About a 20-yard gain there. Just strong, hard running there by the Eufaula running back. Juan Wiggum, strong run right there for about 20 yards. It's 1st and 10 on the 30 with 3:58 to go in this third quarter of play. False start on Eufaula, backing us up another 5 yards.
These Tigers are capable of going another 20 after doing this.
True. Call for the ball, handoff, going right down the middle of the field. Picks up the first down and a little bit more, about an 18-yard carry there.
Just like I was saying, one of the things that Coach Moore is talking about is making our running game stronger. And that's obvious tonight, that our
Sure.
running game is stronger. But we've got a good threat on the passing game, and that makes it possible for the running game to work.
That's right. 3:15 to go in this third quarter. Warren is back to pass, got a receiver wide open, just a hair over his outstretched arms there. Good route, just a little out of his reach.
Could have used a little springs on his feet.
Yes. Nothing we've done tonight, Ron, has been real fancy. I believe the coach coming in, just 5 short weeks ago said we're going to put in 2 or 3 big plays, 2 or 3 random plays. And as we've been calling it, run left, run right tonight, basically. And Northview just has not found a way to stop those runs. We're not disguising it. We're running the same play, and they just haven't been able to stop us.
He's got 4 basic defensive setups and 4 basic offensive setups, and he's running them. That's what his plan was.
It's the same play every time. Northview just has not figured it out or is incapable of stopping the Tigers tonight. It's been a good night for the Tigers thus far.
Yes, it has.
Warren calls for the snap, throws back to the far side, and the receiver is going to streak into the end zone untouched for another Tiger touchdown. 15-yard touchdown pass by Justin Warren, and Eufaula goes up 37-14 with 2:20 left to go in this third quarter.
Now we're positioning for the point after.
Snap, the hold, the kick. And the kick is good. So with 2:20 to go in the third quarter, Eufaula is up 38-14.
Have you ever been looking for a tractor service to do bush hogging, road scraping, plowing? Well, there's one right here in the area. Call 334-695-9397. That's Dave's Tractor Service. Go down, give Dave a call. He'll set up a time to come do what you need in bush hogging, road scraping, plowing, etc. Call him at 334-695-9397. That number again, 334-695-9397. Some great sponsors here in this area making it all possible. One of them being Off the Hook.
Dead ball kick comes down about the 15-yard line, so the Cougars will take over first down and 10 at the 20-yard line with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this third quarter, which essentially in tonight's ball game is your fourth quarter for your starters. Great showing tonight by the Tigers as people around the state wake up in the morning and get their newspaper, get their news. They're going to see this score, and I think a lot of people are going to be shocked to see this score, how we've been able to basically manhandle from the start this 6A team. It's just been a great showing by the Tigers. I'm sure the coach is going to be able to nitpick this film apart and show them where there's tons of room for improvement. But tonight's a night of celebration. We want to celebrate this great Tiger, what looks to be a Tiger victory. Ooh, that's going to probably draw a flag. That was a very hard shot coming up over here on the far sideline, but no flag called.
One of the things Mr. Tyler said right when all of this was coming down to the new coach, he said he would be perfectly happy this year if in 5A we were number 2 in the state.
That's lofty goals, and if we can make it to what used to be the Super 6, the Super 7 now, that would be wonderful. they are off to the races here. We had a tackler missing back around the line of scrimmage, and he broke free and come in for about a 40-yard gain there.
But we were right there to stop him.
We got him stopped. They're on the 39-yard line on the Tiger 39 with 1:40 to go in this third quarter of play. Number 15, Nicholas McCarthy, has come back in for quarterback for them. Tried to throw that wide out screen way out to the far sideline, and he overthrew their receiver.
It almost looked like he wasn't expecting it.
Eufaula has an injured player down on the field. Timeout has been called. Looks like a cramp has set in there. These guys have went through several weeks of conditioning, trying to get ready for tonight's game. But inevitably going out there, putting out this sweat, working hard, those kind of things are just going to happen. I think they carry pickle juice and mustard for these kind of things, don't they, Ron?
I think so.
Used to see them on the sideline just with the mustard jar just turned up. They were squeezing it in their mouth.
Don't tell Marcia that. She'll squeeze more mustard in me.
Ledbetter was the injured player for Eufaula. He's up running off on his own power, just a cramp there in his leg. It's good to see him up moving on his own.
Yes, it is.
1:31 to go in this third quarter of play. Northview on the Tiger side of midfield at the 39-yard line. Quarterback calls for the snap, hands it off up the middle, and they may gain a couple of yards. Very tough running on the Tigers right up the middle tonight.
But they're eating up that clock, a minute 19.
Third and 9. Quarterback in shotgun formation. Looks like he's setting up for a screen. The line let the defenders in. And quarterback runs around the right side, and we catch him in the backfield for about a 5-6 yard loss. Great job defending there.
Quickly coming to an end.
It's going to be 4th and 15. 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter of play. And a timeout by Northview. With 29.4 seconds left. They are facing a 4th and 15 from the Tiger 46-yard line.
Like to remind everyone, if they're looking for great seafood, to go down to that new spot on South Eufaula Avenue just before the Clayton Highway. It's right there on the right. And it is right across from Bush Motors. They have shrimp from the Shrimp Man, seafood of all types and descriptions. You can come in. They even had great-looking salmon the last time Mark and I were down there. That is really something to see and really something to experience. Come in, see them at Off the Hook. They take it off the hook. Oh, they do. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Wesley down there at the haircut place. Oh, man, Wesley Stringer's got it going on. Go in there and talk to him. Let him show you what he can do, giving you a great haircut. He's a cut above the rest. Shave and a haircut. He loves it because it works.
Cougars back out over the ball. 4th and 15. Quarterback throws it down the middle of the field, just over the head of his intended receiver. Eufaula will take over at their 46-yard line with 23 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
Wesley is so involved cutting hair that he don't have time to listen to his own commercial.
That's right. But he says people come in.
Oh, that's Mark in the background. Dum da da dum 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 dum. Well, I tell you what. Yeah, you follow Office Park. It's down there in the middle of it. Easy to spot. Call
Next
him
door
up
to
first.
Sonic.
Yeah, next door to Sonic there.
Eufaula's varsity guys out over the ball. 23 seconds left to go. Someone wasn't out on the field that was supposed to be. Tigers have to take a timeout, get their offense straight. This is still the varsity team. They were just letting some of the backup players go out and take a part of this this action tonight, and one didn't get the call. So he's out there now. Eufaula has two wide receivers out to the far side, one here on the near side. Quarterback calls for the snap. Hands off up the middle. Juan Wiggum, I believe. He runs around the right, comes back, cuts back over here to the left. Down Eufaula sideline, down to the 10, down to the 5. And with 9.4 seconds left, he goes out of bounds. I see no yellow flags out. Eufaula is going to be knocking on the door, first and goal from the 5-yard line here with 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. These backups for the varsity want to make their stand here. High snap, handed off down the middle. Run for about a 3-yard gain. That is the end of the third quarter. And Eufaula is going to finish this third quarter at the 2-yard line. So the end of the third quarter shows Eufaula up 38-14 at the end of this spring scrimmage game for the varsity. So we're going to reset. The score will be 0-0, and we're going to allow the junior varsity teams from both schools to play ball.
The one player that will not be changing during this time period is the trainer and the manager.
I was thinking Sarge is who you were talking to. But the trainer's going to be the trainer all the time, I guess.
That's right. And the coach is the coach. Sarge takes his responsibilities very serious.
Yes, he does. It would be difficult to imagine Eufaula football without Sarge.
Wouldn't be the same.
So we're changing to JV, changing the scoreboard. I assumed we would start over like a 1st and 10 on the 20, but they're leaving the mall mark down at the 2-yard line, giving these young Tigers a chance to go in and score.
We'll see what they can do.
I didn't expect them to leave the ball there. Fake the handoff down the middle, and the quarterback is sacked for a loss on the play. Down and distance marker stayed the same. It's 3rd and goal. Victor McClendon, number 11. Threw the ball up the middle over everyone's hands. And it's going to be 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. Looks like Eufaula's going to send in the kicker. Working the ball down about the 16-yard line, so should be about a 26-yard attempt here. Snap. The kick is good. Seen some good things from the kicking game tonight.
Yes, we have.
Eufaula's JV takes an early lead in this first quarter for them. Essentially the fourth quarter tonight. Score is 3-0. $11:21 to go in this ball game. Eufaula's JV just took a 3-0 lead in this part of the game. Eufaula's Varsity come away with a victory in the first 3 quarters at a 38-14 score. Great start to Coach Moore's career here in Eufaula. I think kickoffs are something we're going to work on
Yes.
pretty good over the summer.
Yes, they are.
We have been blessed over the years with some good kickers.
Yes.
And this past year, Chase Haney did a wonderful job for us. And, Chase is not going to be with us next year, so we got to find that replacement.
From their own 35-yard line. Number 11, Wakefield, in the quarterback.
And we're going to get a late hit over here. Northview quarterback run around the right side into our sideline, run out of bounds, and we had a couple of players to get to him just a little bit late there.
They'll be watching that film over and over again.
Mm-hmm. It's enough for a first down there, but they tack on another 15 yards to the end of that play. Puts them over in Tiger territory now, all the way down to the 38-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and the Eufaula defense stands tall and stops him for no gain on the play. 10:58 to go in this fourth quarter of play.
Ladies, unlock the cash value in your jewelry box. Sell your gold on Dale Road. We buy gold jewelry, bent or broken, at Eufaula Flea Market, 354 Dale Road.
Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Mr. Pond buys gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road. Sell your gold on Dale Road.
Number 39, Grant with the carry. Tackle on number 44, DeQuavius Jones.
Handoff up the middle.
Number 33, Smith with the carry.
About a 6-yard gain.
Gets down to the
Going to be facing a 3rd and 4.
number 44, DeQuavius Jones again on the tackle. Brings up third down and
Handoff around the left side. Running wide out. 3 or 4 Eufaula defenders gets there. Pulls him down just short of the first down. It's going to be a 4th and 2 coming up for the Northview Cougars.
9:50 showing on our clock. Left in the last quarter of play.
Also on the stop.
Bad snap. Either way, it's going to be Eufaula ball there. Eufaula comes up with the fumble. And the Eufaula Tigers will take over.
Ball turns over on down to the Tigers.
9:27 on the clock.
Be 1st and 10 Eufaula from about the 30-yard line.
First and 10 Tigers from their own 31-yard line.
Quarterback calls for the ball. Runs around the left side. Coming over here to the Eufaula sideline. Pushed out of bounds after about a 12 or 13-yard gain. Should be enough for the first down.
Pushed out of bounds near the 43-yard line.
Tigers ball 1st and 10 from the 43.
Number 48 Watley and on the tackle. Number 49 Bradley also on the stop.
Quarterback calls for the ball. Runs up the middle. Picks up 3 or 4 yards. Hard running right up the middle of the defense.
Burry across the 45 to the 46-yard line. 3-yard gain.
9 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Junior varsity team is ahead 3-0 in this 4th quarter of play. If you're tuning into us late, Eufaula varsity team won the first 3 quarters 38-14. Quarterback calls for the ball, running around the left corner. And he picks up
Number 11 Victor
5 yards.
Keeper squirts through across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Very close to a first down.
Number 95 Parker in on the tackle. First down Tigers.
Guy in the white hat calls first down. So, Tigers first down.
Change are set.
On the Cougar side of the, on their sideline. High snap. Quarterback could not control it, and the Cougars take over. They recover the high snap on the Tiger side of midfield. Be the 1st and 10 on the Tiger 47 for the Cougars.
7:50 showing on the clock, remaining in the game. This is the only quarter for the JVs.
Quarterback wanted to hold on to that ball. He wouldn't hand it off. Got a bad read there, so he was brought down in the backfield for a 2-yard loss.
Number 2 Jones and a quarterback. Number 80 Connor Mercury in on the stop for the Tigers.
Young Tiger defense did a great job there. 2nd and about 12.
Loss on the play.
Ball sitting right at midfield now. It's going to be a flag on the play. Eufaula defender jumped just a little ahead of the snap We had them stopped for a 10-yard loss,
Call against the Tigers that are cost them 5.
but we jumped out of offsides. Going to set them up with a 2nd and 7
Second down and 7 after the penalty.
at the 44-yard line. Quarterback drops back to pass, throws over to their far sideline. Their receiver come down with a real good catch at the 15-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cougars from the 15-yard line with 6:33 to go in this ball game.
From Jones.
Tigers leading 3-0.
Number 14, Jaden Mixon, in on the tackle.
Quarterback throws a fade pass into the end zone. Defended real well by the Eufaula defender. And it is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 15. Quarterback calls for the ball, hands off to the running back coming around the right tackle, and they pick up about 3 or 4 yards on the carry.
Number 37 was the ball carrier. Number 21, Cody Taylor, in on the stop for the Tigers. Brings up 3rd down.
Hand off around the left tackle. Another 2 or 3 yard gain.
Tackle at number 80, Connor Murphy. Over on 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and about 4. For Northview. They're on our 9-yard line. It looks like they're lining up to kick a field goal to try to tie this game in the 4th quarter. Snap, the hold, the kick. No good. Looked good from here.
Yes, it did. Still ahead by 3. And you follow the Tigers. 4:44 left on the clock. But it did look good from this angle, and that's
did.
why we don't call them.
That's right. Gotta wait to see the umpire's official call down there on the field. So that will, with that missed field goal, the ball will come out to the 20-yard line, and the Tigers will take over at that point.
Like to remind you, if you've got scrap gold to sell, there's a place to take it. That's over to Mr. Harry Perkins, better known as Mr. Pond, over on Dale Road. Go by and see him tomorrow. He is the man who can get you some fast money for that gold that you've got either bent, broken, or brand new. He doesn't care. He'll buy it from you. Good prices. Dale Road at West Washington Street. Mr. Pond. Also, remember that he gets the name Mr. Pond by being the top pawn store in Eufaula. Go by and see him tomorrow for all of your needs. Eufaula Flea Market, better known as Mr. Pond's Pawn Shop.
Both teams back out on the field now. You follow lined up, quarterback in shotgun formation. High snap again. Running around in the backfield and tackled for about a 4-yard loss, 3-yard loss. Running in some substitutions here, trying to get everybody some playing time tonight.
Clock still running.
After the last couple of snaps, they've probably replaced that center as well.
Yes.
High snaps this far deep in your area is not good. No, we did not change. High snap again.
Got better instructions.
The quarterback had to fall on the ball about the 5-yard line.
Yes.
So we're going backwards here.
3:20, 3:37 on the clock.
I think your eyes have gotten better and mine's gotten worse since last year, Ron. Third and a house full. And it looks like we are going to be tackled in the end zone, maybe for a safety. Or they got the ball and it's a touchdown. So that puts them ahead. Is that what just happened?
That's what just happened. That's where the big 6 came from on the scoreboard.
So I think that's 4 snaps in a row that we mishandled, and it put us all the way into the end zone, and the wrong end zone. That's right, Mark. Thanks for that correction. The wrong end zone, and the Cougars fell on it. So they are leading our Tigers at this point, 6-3, with 3:06 to go in this fourth quarter.
Maybe the snapper should be a place kicker.
That night would be better. Or maybe the long snapper.
Oh, there you go. These kids have really done an excellent job. We kid around with them and everything else, and it's just something to see.
That kick was up and good, so the Cougars are ahead 7-3. The young Cougars, the junior varsity squad here in the fourth quarter. 3:06 to go. That's the reason we give them a chance, or the coaches give them a chance to play tonight, to get some of these things behind them and
not in a real game.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the reasons the coach wanted to play the game tonight.
That's right. I had several people contact me this afternoon. They're going to cancel the game, right? No. It's football. Yeah, you play in the rain if it rains. Now, the Lightning's a different story, but the coach was putting in he was going to play this game tonight if any way possible.
I know. I talked to him earlier in the week. I said, it looks bad. He said, we're not moving it. We're going to do it. We're going to play this game. He said, it's football, just like you.
It's football. You follow down over the ball, 1st and 10 on the 20. Good snap that time. Good catch there, running around the left side, and picks up about 15, 20 yards. Late hit by the Cougars, so that's going to give us an additional 15 yards on it. Should put us right at midfield, so quick 30-yard gain for the Tigers here. And not quite midfield. We got to the 45. 1st and 10. You follow from their own 45 with 2:51 to go in this contest.
1st and 10 Tigers from their own 45.
Handoff going around the right side and stopped for no gain. He fumbles the ball. Northview picks it up, and he's going to ramble all the way down. That's one of their bigger linemen, and he's
got
breathing
one for
hard.
the book.
He's breathing hard, but he made it there. Touchdown for the Cougars. There is a flag on the field at the 40-yard line. They may call it back, but in his mind, that will forever be a touchdown.
That forever will be a touchdown. He was moving it out.
He was.
He was saying, just get near me.
Okay, it will remain as a touchdown. It was a holding call against Eufaula, so that negates that.
Mm-hmm.
And they accept the play instead of the penalty since it was a touchdown. Looks like their junior varsity is going to get the better of this quarter. Kick is down and up and good. So the junior varsity for Northview Cougars are ahead 14-3 with 2:25 left to go in this contest. Looks like the coaches are meeting out on the field for something.
Coach Moore can persistently get his point across. Is that a good way to put it?
It is. If I had to guess, they were talking about just doing away with the kickoff and just place the ball at the 20.
Yeah. I would agree with the decision.
Yeah. Now, what I don't understand is they're on the 10-yard line, not the 20. Anyway, Cougars ball. Run right down the middle for about a 8-yard gain.
Cougar ball carry straight up the middle.
I don't understand that one.
I don't know. I think they may have just misplaced it. It should have been the 20.
But who did scoring?
They did. Very confusing last few minutes of this ball game. I'm sure the coach can straighten it out for you on the coach's show Monday morning.
And when they counted out the 15-yard penalty, I only counted 10.
I thought that it was supposed to be at the 50-yard line. But as I said, my eyes are playing tricks on me these days. Referees are in training as well as the players. So.
But I still don't understand this. Maybe Coach wanted more experience with the defense.
It could have been that. Could be that. He'll have an explanation for you Monday morning.
I hope so. Only thing I have to do is remember the question.
Remember the question. Gotten to the age now where my son told me the other day I've got to write down all my passwords in a notebook and put it somewhere where I'd remember I kept it.
That's the biggest problem. I lose more notebooks that way.
Can't remember the passwords. I can't remember where I left the notebook I wrote them down in. It's nice getting old. 3rd and 5 for the Cougars at the 25-yard line. Handoff around the right side. Picks up the first down and quite a bit more. About a 10, 12-yard gain there. They're going to end up about the 38-yard line.
31.7 seconds left. Maybe.
timeout, Northview. So
We could be counting backwards in a minute.
we could be.
Mark,
Coach
does that
Moore
know there?
may want to extend this a little
Yes.
bit. First 3 quarters went pretty much
Standard.
how the Tigers would have wanted it to go.
Yeah.
Tigers pretty much had their way from the beginning. Varsity team come out of the 3 quarters with a 38-14 victory over Northview, 6A Northview versus 5A Eufaula.
And we may be up to 6A here real quickly.
Yeah, we were only 30 or 40 kids
Right.
shy, I think, last year of meeting that qualification. So we're one of the larger 5A schools out there. So we have a 1st and 10 for the Cougars at about the 37-yard line. Pass out to the far side, running down the sideline. Gets right at the first down marker. I believe they'll probably mark him good for a 10-yard completion.
Clock is still running. Nice stop.
17 seconds left. They're over the ball and ready to snap it when it's called into play. Clock is moving. Fade route over here to the far sideline. Eufaula's guy should have caught that ball. Falls incomplete. 6 seconds left in this ball game. Should be down to about the last play.
The term should be maybe.
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 Ball is at the Cougar 48-yard line. Quarterback getting the play call from the sideline. High snap, he comes down with it. Tosses it way out to the far sideline. Their receiver comes down with the ball, runs out of bounds as time expires at about the 10-yard line. So the ball game is over. Eufaula Varsity wins 38-14 in the varsity portion. Northview Cougars junior varsity win 14-3. Overall, a good night for the Eufaula Tigers, Ron.
All right. It's good to have everyone with us. Join us this fall. A lot more to come. We'll be back in the fall with more football. And right here from Tiger Stadium and around the state. For this is Ron Cassidy, for Stephen Bryant, for Mark Jernigan, the ace cameraman, and Mark in the morning. All in one wrapped together package. Thank you, and we'd like to say, go Tigers.
Welcome to Eufaula Vapor.
Save thousands of dollars and quit smoking at Eufaula Vapor in the Sable Ridge Center on 431 South. Eufaula Vapor, a safe way to stop smoking. Try it for free at Eufaula Vapor.